time for some CV link. So we got these, the two small monuments for aims. Gonna get these on step, get these knocked out. So pretty straightforward on these guys. Just think the Nobu cabinets you guys did, the two Nobu monuments, except this part's gonna be concrete. And they were gonna be electrical, and now they're not. So they just got that much more, that much more straightforward. Nothing's really ever easy, but you guys shouldn't have any issue with that. So with that being said, let's get after it. So we got ourselves lay of the land. Now I know we're the global war on weight. We're in Operation Supermodel, but these guys were designed by somebody else. So they are going to be, they're going to be chonky because it's going to be 090 for the body that you see here. Got all the frame parts. You got your jiggies. But the skins are 1/8 inch, so all the skin panel stuff. So it's they're gonna be beefy boys, and or girls, whatever, however they self-identify. So you got your 1/4 inch plates for mounting. It is going to be 3/4 clear push through, but keep in mind nothing's going to first shop. These are non-lit, but they still are push through. So make sure that for Jose that the strategy gets adjusted. So the whole idea is to have a 1/2 inch at the face. I know when we do push throughs, it's always kind of give and take. And even though it says 1/2 inch push through, by the time you push it through 09 or whatever, it's always a little under. But we're going to try to make it actually a 1/2 inch at the face. So get that dialed in. And again, no diffuser needed. We're still just going to keep them in place, but keep these out of first shop. Save that labor, save that material. We're good to go. Template material, whatever it is, dealer's choice on that, plywood or whatever. So again, pretty straightforward. You can ignore page 9 here. This was going to be electrical, but there are vestiges of certain parts for the little tray and all that in case we ever do make these into electrical, which I seriously doubt because they're not going to run conduit into the concrete. So that means that it would be like an external box over here, and they probably wouldn't do that. But theoretically, we could swap these the pushies out, and we could build a little box and all that. So when you do your supports here, I went ahead and left these holes. So if you see these little holes here, that's what those are for. We're not missing anything. Also, much like Nobu, there was going to be these little notches for white for the 063 to set in. So if you see that notch, it's just there because there was going to be something. But otherwise, you got your front, you got your back, your side to side and all that. You got your top. F is for front. Unfortunately, F can be face, F can be forward. But for this time, F is front and up. And then of course we have a starboard side and we have a port side because CV Link has this, I have to put the actual brace for the face in between CV and Link, which means when you flip it, it's going to be towards the middle-ish part here on starboard side, but it pushes the thing to this side on the port side. And it actually incorporates the brace into the jiggy. So you'll see there too that there's a starboard side, which has the two braces for the center C channel. And then the other one is integrated into P. So you got S for starboard, P for port. But otherwise, all the other jiggies are standardized. So you see the same color there. And again, I just went over that. These are going to be getting painted white, opaque, but they're going to look like flat cutout letters. But they're going to go push through. Now, Johnny did express a concern that when it comes time to assembly, make sure that we do not scratch these going through. So just take your time and, make sure they get pushed through and they're nice and clean and no scratches. I did tell him that we do a 03 on both sides. We do a 03 on the metal side and 03. I said we could theoretically change the strategy up and give it more room, but he didn't want it to be too sloppy. So I think a .06 overall should work. But again, just heads up on that. And again, keep everything out of first shop. No first shop needed. You'll have your 1/4 inch plates. You just go ahead and put them into the jiggies like we do. Tack it all up. Make it all sexy. And again, you have 1/8 inch instead of the usual 09 or 063 like we're doing now. So, but otherwise, yeah, you see these aren't that bad. You do have a little bit of curvy there. So make sure that looks good and sexy. And that's going to match the concrete, hopefully. For install, it is, I think, specified as the 1/2 inch studs like we do. And you're going to Hilti into the concrete, once it's poured. And then you're going to let it cure up real well and stuff. and then we're good to go. So otherwise, but yeah, I think that's it. You guys got these, 2 of them, knock them out. We'll be laughing. So as usual, if you have any questions, hit me up.
Check the technique. Check the technique. See if you can follow.